manga where the protagonist has to share his fighting scenes with the female lead. The world wasn't ready for this yet. Double R's was a manga written in Shonen Jump. It was created by Noashi Komi. The plot is that there's a rampant disease that has gone throughout the world. Its name is Troy. It is contracted through touch in any part of the body, even the hair. Wow, that is one badass disease. Oh, and it also makes you disappear. What the fuck? Wow. The only people who can combat these viruses are a group of women known as sisters. They have high resilience and can take it into their body, but it then quickly kills them, so it's pretty much a moot point. Well, you gotta keep fighting. Anyway, the sisters are waiting for one who's immune to Troy completely so they can find a cure. And because this is a manga, a sister close to death is saved by the touch of just that person. Now the girl and Miracle Boy must now reach the sisters' headquarters, hand in hand and still alive. How will the plot unfold in this 23 chapter story? What the fuck? Hello YouTubers, and well, here's another review on Double Arts. Another story that is yet to be finished, and all honesty, I'm at a lost point here. I honestly don't know what to do or where to go. See, this is a story-driven manga where you pretty much have to wait for things to happen to the characters, and well, nothing really happened. I mean, yeah, we saw a villain, we saw the whole group area thing, evildoers. We know the hero's motives and what they're like, but story-driven. Where's my story at? I don't have it. But hey, I have a script here, and it's just mostly me bullshitting. So, yeah. But in all seriousness, I will try to portray the story the best way that I can and review this manga with such little information that I possibly have. We follow the sister Ellie Renee, or Ellie, because I honestly don't think I'm pronouncing that name right, as she goes and gives this person a procedure to keep Troy from receding in their body. And when she leaves, we start to figure out that she is struck by the Troy and starts to die. She starts having seizures, and that's the first step before completely disappearing, which is weird. And again, we don't get into that whole disappearing Troy death plot because the story ended. Why did it end? Anyway, she's saved by lead protagonist Carrie, who was the golden child that the sisters have been hoping for. Because seriously, not only is he not infected, he also helped cure it by touch. Now, that's just badass. Think about it, in the world of science, cancer and AIDS, yeah, a person being immune to it, that's just amazing. But to also cure it by touch, that's just awesome. But anyway, we find that they need to head to sisters' headquarters to, you know, test, find the cure. Oh, and also watch out from being killed, because there are douchebags out there who are killing people who do good work. Bad guys, they need them. And the bad thing is, we only really run into one major villain who's a part of the whole evil organization of like 7, so we're missing out on a lot already. It's quite sad because the one villain that they do bring up, he's actually pretty entertaining for the most part, and there's a lot of stuff that's alluded to and mentioned and hinted on that we just don't find out because this was never finished. The drawing's very simple and detailed, you know, like someone who's starting out, lots of lines, and it looks good for the most part. In fact, the detail actually brings it out. It gives this manga this whimsical character. It takes place in this other far-off land with different types of people, and I mean real different because there's like normal person and battle person and artistic person, different races, actual, you know, real races, I guess. And the art, it has this magical land type feeling, something along the lines of maybe rave or fairy tale, and the whole whimsical feeling of it, not actual art style. I wonder why I said both of those manga as examples. But anyway, it's very clean, very bright, not a lot of shading. It's very white, lots of textures basically. Overall, it looks really well drawn, and it's a step above basic, but it's still, I feel that it's still too deep in the whole detail aspect, and if it kept going, it would have patterned out, and it would have probably looked like something really great. Oh, one other thing. I really like manga that can like take little drawings. You know how they draw stick figures and they just give them like little circle eyes. The basic of basic, not manga drawing basic, but just art basic. I love it when people play around with expressions like that. It brings out the humor and over-exaggeratedness of the story, and I really do like when people use those expressions, like, you know, the arrow eyes, like the greater than and least than symbols of eyes. They're funny. You know, now that I think about it, I honestly don't really have too much to say. I mean, it's there, it's kind of there. I don't have anything to really work with. I mean, yeah, early on, Kiri and Ellie learn that they can't save every sister they meet, and they'll have to get stronger, they'll fight these guys, and the fight scenes, they actually do look really great, and I really wanted to see how Kiri and Ellie would fight when they're forced to hold hands. It's basically based off dancing in their own personal art, double arts, two people. Martial means one, and title drop. But anyway, I can't honestly see where this could have gone. I mean, it's your basic manga. They would have won. They would have gotten together. Duh. But that whole middle part, you can't see that because it's so story driven. You don't know what they would have ran into, or the connection that the characters might have with the bad guys, because that was also hinted at and wasn't elaborated on because it wasn't finished. I mean, I honestly can't see why this didn't take off, and I guess it's one of those things that you just can't seem to understand. I mean, why did something to get super popular? Why did this not get at least popular enough to get a year's worth of manga out of it? I'm surprised it didn't even last a year. That's really shocking to me. But hey, that's how some things work out. And well, again, I can't give this a score because there is nothing to score. Even more so than Lock On, and that was shorter, and I can kind of see how that didn't work with, you know, other competition. But damn, this, ugh. But let's give it a potential score. Potential, I give it a 5 out of 5. I give it a 6 out of 5. But you want to know the thing with potential? Potential doesn't mean shit. I mean, lots of things have potential that just doesn't work. Let's take Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. That had a lot of potential to be good, and it wasn't. So, potential might as well just throw it right out the door because it's worthless. But, hey, I recommend reading it. You're not gonna find it over here, so, you know, look online, because, yeah. But anyway, I'm glad you could watch this piss poor review of this manga that pretty much isn't even all the way there. I'm sorry I reviewed this. I enjoyed it, and I wanted to share in my happiness that of enjoyment. But hey, when I review something else, Mato, and before you leave, yes, I have seen his other work, and no, I don't care for it. It's a love comedy, and I've read enough to see where this is going, and I'm not too interested. Maybe when I run out of other stuff to read, I might pick it up, but not now. No.